But while Paul O'Grady concedes the initial revival of Blind Date didn't turn out exactly as he'd imagined it, he promises that the second series has much more to offer. To both viewers and contestants, there's a new set, it's livelier, it's brighter, it suits the nature of the show, he declares. And the holidays are much better. They're not just going stock car racing or bowling, there's a lot of diversity, too. You've got the all-male contestants, the drag queens and more. We also shot it as if it were going out live, which makes a massive difference and keeps the studio audience's energy up, so they enjoy it even more. The whole thing has got to be about love and humor. The iconic dating show originally ran on Saturday nights from 1985, with popular host Cilla Black at the helm. When she quit in 2003, the series was cancelled, but it was revived last year on Channel 5, 2 years after Cilla's death, with Paul at the helm, and Melanie Sykes providing the voiceover. The show famously sees a single-person pick a date from 3 potential partners who are hidden behind a screen. After asking 3 questions, they choose one of the 3 based on their answers. They get to meet the 2 suitors they turn down, before the screen draws back to reveal their choice. The couple then discover the location for their date, which is filmed and shown in the studio the following week, with the couple returning to reveal how the date went. Yet, while the format remains the same, Paul promises that the second series will have more variety than the first, as well as the dates taking place in exotic locations, such as Cuba and Thailand. One episode has a mother and son duo looking for love, and another features always the bridesmaid, never the bride, with contestants in wedding dresses. There will also be owners taking part with their pets, a woman returning to Blind Date 26 years after her first appearance, and one with the older contestants. When Cilla hosted the show, she was always desperate for a blind date wedding, and her wish finally came true when contestants Sue Middleton and Alex Tatham tied the knot in 1991, after meeting on the show in 1988. So far, however, Paul hasn't been asked to dust down his best suit. I'm not sure if any of the contestants from the last series stayed together, he admits, but they stayed friends. There were a few couples who you could see would definitely stay mates. At 63, Paul is one of television's most in-demand entertainers. For several years he had his own chat show, and more recently he is known as the presenter of For the Love of Dogs, which highlights the work of Battersea Dogs. Special recently, Paul O'Grady, For the Love of Dogs, India, and a new series, Back at Battersea, is due to air later this year. Paul is also about to start work on a new ITV series set inside Great Ormond Street Hospital, and has a weekly Sunday night show on Radio 2. Somewhere in between it all, he's penned a best-selling 4-volume autobiography and last year's book about his life in the countryside, Paul O'Grady's Country Life. A close friend of Cilla for many years, he was devastated when she passed away in 2015. He has no doubt that the Liverpudlian presenter and her catchphrases are the reason the show is still loved all these years later. It's down to Cilla, really. People have got great affection for it because it's been running for 20-odd years on Saturday night, he explains. Blind Date is part of the nation's psyche, it's part of telly history. Everybody remembers watching it when they were getting ready to go out.